Hi guys, it's Brooke and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are continuing with the alphabet build challenge. We are on letter D. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. I was starting to build, I was starting to create Sims with like a dingy look, but then I was like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know. I wasn't liking anything that I was getting out of those Sims. So then I was like, all right, we're going to go with dazzling. So then I started making Sims that were like super jeweled up, just over the top, whatever. And then I got to making the house and I don't know why, but I wasn't getting any inspiration and I wasn't liking the fact that I would be showing you guys this house that I'm not even proud of. And then I finally figured out that devious. So that's what we're gonna do today. We got I'm gonna save his name, but we got a devious Sim in his letter D house. So why don't we meet this Sim, because I'm really excited to show him to you. Okay, so we have Dr. Evil. My boyfriend gave me the idea for the name. I randomized names on here and Jeffrey came up and I was gonna name him Jeffrey because I kind of thought that was funny, but I like Dr. Evil. So here we have Dr. Evil. These are definitely not the shoes I gave him. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, well, he evidently chose these shoes even though I had given him boots, but that's all right. So, you know, he's got this turtleneck. He's super kind of scary looking. I give him a little bit of facial hair and, you know, a scar. I tried to make him just all black, you know. I gave him like a trench coat and, you know, just like all black is what I really wanted to go for. Except I did give him a Speedo because I think that's hilarious. But anyways, you know, he wants to be the public enemy. I made him hot-headed, evil, and unflirty as his quirky trait because he just seems like one of those people that is kind of a little socially awkward and maybe not so quick with the ladies. So, but then of course, you know, everyone has to have a friend, so I gave him a cat. But not just any cat, I gave him a naked cat. This is Mini Evil. I made her kind of like just on her own, and you know what I mean? So I made her aloof, like, you know, she doesn't really need any like attention or anything, and I made her a little lazy, but I also made her mischievous because, you know, she's Mini Evil. So I figured I didn't want to like make her mean because that like breaks my heart to make mean cats, because, you know, maybe like her and Dr. Evil have, or him, I think I made it, yeah, maybe him and Dr. Evil have like a really close relationship, and that's really hard to do with mean cats in The Sims. So yeah, why don't we get this little family into their new house and show you the build that I did. All right, so here I am. I'm starting with the house. I'm gonna tell you guys right now that I did not do any landscaping for this house, and I have some good reasoning behind it. This house I had a lot of fun with. So I thought when making this house that Mr. Evil, Dr. Evil wanted to live underground. You know, he wanted that layer, but I didn't give him a layer. I actually made his house underground, but I did something also kind of cool. The top of this house right here is gonna be disgusting. Okay, like it's gonna look like a random like little like, I don't know, shed somewhere, and then anyone who goes inside it is going to be like, man, I really don't want to be here, and they're never going to want to go down, downstairs. So then actually when you go downstairs, Dr. Evil is weirdly like clean and organized, and I think that's hilarious. That's why I chose to do this. You guys will see what I mean with that upstairs area. I had a lot of fun with it, but I am going to show you the bottom part first. here I am trying to mess with the stairs. The stairs was being like a little weird, but I got it to work. I think I cut out the weirdness of me like fidgeting with it too much. But the only weird thing that I hated about this was those corners. It made for the space to be at, I don't know, a weird spot. I feel like it keeps saying weird. But yeah, I give them like this corrugated tin, and then that new door that came with Eco Lifestyle that kind of looks like it's on like an abandoned building. You know, it has like a million locks, you know, whatever. It's industrial. That's what I mean. And yeah, and then I just go in with some lights, and then I directly move to downstairs and get started on his house. I wanted it to be really dark and kind of modern looking. I wanted to stick with black and reds. Here I am trying to figure out what railing I should use, but I figured out I'd do like this clear one. It looked a little more modern and a little more to his taste. But I do stick with black and reds for his house. And it's a really dark place down there, and it's really small, but it's just him and his cat, and I think that he likes it that way. I don't give him too much. You know, there's 1 bedroom, 1 bath. I give him a kitchen, a TV, and I want to say that's it. I don't think I give him a computer. I don't think he needs one. Maybe he will need one. Oh, you guys. Okay, well, maybe he will need one for his career, if you decide to put him in a career, if I decide to put him in a career. But guys, I think everyone knows this by now, but I am notorious for not putting litter boxes in my build. And you want to know what I didn't do? I didn't put a litter box in my build. And this time I was like, okay, Brooke, you're not going to forget about the litter box. You're not going to forget about the litter box. And I forgot about the litter box. So I apologize. But you know what? It's an easy thing to just put in. You know, you could put it right next to... Actually, no, you can't put it there. But you'll find a place. There's open spots that you can put it. But here I am doing the kitchen. I chose the one that came with spa day. They're super sleek looking. And then this overhead, I think, just comes with base game. And then, of course, I all-placed it because it was a little weird. I used the stove and the fridge from Jungle Adventure, which in love with. I can only get myself to use those appliances when I'm making builds like this though, like fun builds, because when I make my own builds for like my personal playtime, I feel like my like personal Sims can't pull that kind of stuff off, so I try to do more of like a traditional kitchen, you know, like the fridges that you would see in a normal American home. But I really love those, and I really do like them in apartments. I think that the fridge that I had in my first apartment was not huge. It was pretty good size, and it's not like one person. I don't have like a lot of food in there, but it was kind of small. So I don't know. I like to use it, especially in like the really small apartments. When I try to do studios, I think it fits really nice. I give him a cat tower, Tori. I said a cat Tori. For medieval, and then of course I go with a black and red, like modern looking bed, and then this modern looking nightstand that I don't normally use. I think I've only used it in like 1 or 2 builds before, and I don't think I ever put them in any of my videos. Maybe I did. I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't always remember. But yeah, and then I just go ahead and I try to clutter up his nightstand. And I thought, you know, he is organized, but I thought that one thing that I think a lot of people have is a messy nightstand. Whether your nightstand is like incredibly messy or just like a little messy, I feel like everyone has clutter on their nightstand, and that's like I do, and I want to call myself like the filthiest person. So I did clutter up his stuff. You know, I thought maybe he'd like to read. He'd like to go, I put a camera on his nightstand, so maybe like, you know, he takes pictures of like people he's going to steal from, and he goes through it at the end of the night. I don't know. I was coming up with all these ideas, and I put like a little car and some incense, you know, And then some books, you know, maybe he has some like crime books on his nightstand. And then I just give him a small dresser. I feel like maybe he's a really simple guy, you know. I feel like he wears, like, he has like 8 turtlenecks, 8 of the same turtlenecks in his closet, and like all black jeans and like 3 pairs of underwear. That's like all he has. That's all I imagine him having. And yeah, but then I thought I didn't want this to be too manly of an apartment, but it did kind of come out manly. But I tried to put a plant in his bedroom, which I think looks good. Gives this random corner a little something something. And yeah, and then I kind of struggled to figure out what else I wanted to put in here. I was trying to look for something like hobby-ish, but just everything that I was going through just really didn't seem to fit his personality. Like, I wasn't gonna give him an easel because I don't like see Dr. Evil painting. I couldn't fit a computer in there, and I didn't think he played the violin or the guitar. So I end up just putting a cat bed for Mini Evil. And then I move on to the bathroom, and I give him this black and white tub from Vampires. I think it's Vampires. I'm pretty sure it's Vampires and not Magic or Magic Realm. What is that pack? Oh my god. Is it Magic Realm? I don't know. But it's the one with the witches and stuff. And yeah, I just put a couple of things, you know, very neatly onto his thing, onto his bathroom counter. There we go. And yeah, and then I go ahead and I do a backsplash. I do this one with like a little bit of blue so it wouldn't look too like dark. I was gonna say gross for some reason. And then I do go for like a completely black wall, and I didn't think that I was gonna like this at first, but I actually ended up liking it a lot. I thought maybe it was gonna be too dark, but I think it works. You know, it's a basement, there's no windows, and I don't even put any windows upstairs either, but it's just, it is what it is. And then I go ahead and do some more decorating, and I think I do the floors like one of the last things I do. I wasn't really quite sure what I wanted to do for the floors, so I just kind of left them. And then, yeah, I do that sad clown picture over by the laundry. Again, Dr. Evil is very neat, so, you know, he stays on top of his laundry, so I thought giving him a laundry machine kind of fit into his personality. I give him a bunch of kind of like scary looking posters. Maybe he's into that kind of stuff. And then I do give him a bookshelf because I figured he likes to read. But of course there's always room for like a desk or whatever you want to put in there. You can definitely put a computer in there. I have never played with the, what career is it? Like the evil career. So if I end up playing with him, I might put a computer in here if he ends up needing it, which a lot of the careers do end up needing it, so I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, and basically the decorations for his room, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I wanted that one thing over his bed, this one with like the shovel, and it's like weird, but it seems like something that would be in like a psychopath's house, just because I know it's supposed to be like artsy or whatever, and it's supposed to be kind of modern, but there's some weird stuff in there. Like there's like a clamp thing that looks like in scary movies people take people's teeth out with, and then there's like a pick, an ice pick, and yeah, I don't know. So yeah, but here I am doing the flooring. I do this metal flooring because it kind of kept it dark, and then upstairs, once I move upstairs, I do this like gravel flooring, basement flooring I think it's called, bottom of the basement. Yeah, and so again, guys, I really wanted up here to look like if someone walked in, they never wanted to be in this place again. I cluttered it. I made a mess of everything in here, and I think it turned out really cool. I kind of struggled to figure out what I wanted to start with, but I found this thing that came with Eco Lifestyle that like looks like a little worn down, and it's just covered with stuff that's kind of like dead and old, and there's some dirt on it. And then I go ahead and honestly guys, if you feel like you don't know how to clutter or like make one of these rooms, because I like to make attics sometimes, I think it just kind of adds like something cool to your Sims house. You literally just have to place. There's no rhyme or reason to this whole style of building. Like, you just gotta go for it and trust that it's gonna look awesome in the end. And like, this is like super basic, and it's not like it's gonna look amazing, but it's gonna look like, you know, someone hasn't been in there. It looks like he went and he just like, I don't know, grab stuff off the street and then put it up here. And you know, that's just kind of his thinking. Like, everyone thinks that he's just kind of gross living and they never want to talk to him, but here he is. He's the master of evil. I don't know. I think that's hilarious. But you just have to take in place. Oh my God, I put that mannequin in there and I thought it was super hilarious, because I don't know if you guys have ever been somewhere where there's a mannequin. My neighbor lady, I love her. She's super cute. But she has a mannequin, or I think she threw it away now, but she had a mannequin in her garage, and every time we would walk past with the dogs, you would just see the mannequin. It scared the living heebie-jeebies out of me the first time I saw it. I was like, what the heck? But I mean, like, that's what I was thinking here. Like, someone walked in and they're like, oh, this guy has a mannequin in here? I'm not about it. Like, that's just creepy to me. Because in horror stories, like, mannequins come alive and stuff. I don't know. I'm not about it. I don't know. I had a lot of thoughts. But here you literally see me just grabbing and placing. That's all I do. Literally, I just try to make it look like some things are underneath things. Like these little, I'm pointing at the screen again. Those little wood chunks are underneath that. You know, you just put random signs and sculptures, and then once you get to like the more clutter items, like the paper on the floor and all that kind of stuff, you kind of tuck it underneath. And another big thing that you can do is you can put toys everywhere, or like knickknacks, like that little boat that I have, like cars, airplanes, toys, whatever. Mail is a good one just to put everywhere. But yeah, here you go. I'm putting that stuff. Strangerville is a great pack to do for this. It's an amazing pack to have for cluttering, because it has all those like boxes of paper and like weird sludgy stuff and like beakers, and I don't know. I think it's an amazing pack. Yeah, there's those beakers that I just placed down. Also, another good pack is the outdoor retreat, because like there's this tub full of stuff that looks like it just got thrown in there, and then there's like pots and pans and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, but I would say, like, try not to place and delete. Like, I delete a couple things in here, but just place and go, and then if it really looks horrible at the end, which it won't, to then delete it. But just place and go. Don't think about it too much, because really, like, if you want it to look like how this is gonna end up, you can't think about it too much. Just like you can't think about, like, I mean, we have a closet over here that we use for storage, and it just has stuff in it. Like, it's just stuff. And I try to organize it. I organize the stuff that we use. Like, we do, I have some tubs full of camping stuff, and I have tubs of like Easter decorations, Christmas decorations, that kind of stuff. But other stuff, I'm like, just put it in there. Put it in there. I don't even care. Just go ahead. And yeah. So I do a little bit more cluttering, and then I do move on to the walls. I can't remember. I can't remember if I put any pictures on the walls or if I just do a bunch of like cracks and stuff from like the vampire. Oh, I totally forgot that I put that bassinet in there. That's creepy. I always find that super creepy, is when there's like a bassinet. Oh, I put the dirty laundry. That's hilarious. Sometimes I think I'm really funny, but I'm probably not, so it's fine. But yeah, yes. See, outdoor retreat, they have like those pots and pans and stuff. and all the utensils. Then I put some magazines and some towels and some of these like tarot cards. And then I think I put a knife block, or maybe I already put the knife block in. Yeah, that spice rack and a notebook. And yeah, and then just a couple more things, of course. I was just going through all of the, like, I went through the whole show all thing. And then I just went through the clutter items that are in the kids' room place. And then I did the clutter items in the living room. And then the decoration items that would be in the kitchen. But yes, here I am. I do not put pictures up on the wall because there's no creepy looking pictures and I didn't want to like decorate it. So I just put like a bunch of like these cracks and like this sludge and spider webs and scratches on the wall, just for a really good design look. And yeah, here it is, just a grossness and a really organized home. So yeah, that is it. You know, Dr. Evil, Mini Evil, they are devious. I hope you guys really like this build. I did put Dr. Evil and Mini Evil and this build up on my gallery. Go ahead, check it out. Clueless Pixels is my name. And yeah, go ahead, like and subscribe and watch all of my other alphabet builds, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye everybody.